continuing with Halloween month, we now get to the cult classic Hocus Pocus. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit scratchy, I'm sick. So sometimes it'll go up like this, or I don't know, you have to deal with it. Now, in my opinion, Hocus Pocus, in a lot of ways, is sort of like a Christmas story. Because like what A Christmas Story did for Christmas, Hocus Pocus was that movie around Halloween that families would watch, but nobody really talked about it all that much. But in the last few years, I mean, Hocus Pocus has blown up in popularity, and now has officially become a staple of Halloween. Hocus Pocus is about these three witches who were hung in the 1600s, but however had a curse placed on wherever the place was, where basically if a virgin lit the black candle, the witches would come back and wreak havoc upon the children of that area. And then 300 years later, a teenager named Max does just that. He lights the black candle and unknowingly releases the Sanderson sisters back from the grave. Now, unlike A Christmas Story, people didn't really like Hocus Pocus back then. In fact, it currently sits at a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, are these criticisms justified? I honestly have no clue. And that's the strange thing about Hocus Pocus, is that I don't know if it's being unintentionally stupid or being intentionally stupid, because there are a lot of scenes that happen in this movie that just makes you scratch your head and go, why? The one thing I will say is that the actresses who play the Sanderson sisters, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Kathy Najimy, I hope that's her name, like all three of these actresses just ham it up to such an entertaining degree. They know this is a ridiculous plot, so they just do whatever they want. Especially Bette Midler, who I think could have even been nominated for a Golden Globe for Best Actress in a Motion Picture, Musical, or Comedy. She's that entertaining in this movie. And all the other actors are really good too, especially Doug Jones, who's basically Guillermo del Toro's version of Johnny Depp. Yeah, he's a really great actor, and even though he doesn't really have a whole lot to do in this movie, like he plays Billy the zombie, and all he just does basically is just like, he doesn't really have that much of a prominent role in the film, but whenever he's in the movie, he is really funny. However, this movie is really drenched in 90s cliches. The kid who moves to a new place and feels like an outcast. The one-dimensional bullies. Actually, no, I don't know if you can call them one-dimensional. They're like these bullies in this movie are so hammy, they could give Flash Thompson from Spider-Man 1 a run for his money. They're not threatening in the slightest. I could kick their ass, and I'm not even a violent person. Sup, Hollywood? My name is Ice. What? That's just weird. There's also a technical flaw that I noticed early on in the film, and I'm gonna put a spoiler warning here. Once, you know the drill, once you see this disappear, you can turn your volume back up, unless you've seen the movie or you don't care about spoilers. But this happens early on in the movie, so whatever, but I'm still gonna respect your wishes. But basically, when the witches suck out Thackeray Binks' sister's life essence, like she's like old and dead on the chair. However, when the witches are just talking and whatnot, you can actually see the girl in the background sort of moving like this. Like, I'm not even, like, it's a very noticeable thing. How do they not know that? They should, like, how do they not go, wait a minute, a little girl, you kind of moved, we need to do that take again, so maybe not do that. Like, how do they not notice that? God damn it, I'm sick. Now, I did hear there is going to be a remake of Hocus Pocus, which, honestly, I wouldn't mind, because I think you could make this like Shaun of the Dead, where it's like legitimately funny, but it's also legitimately creepy as well, because there are a lot of really dark things that you could explore that were in this movie. Hell, they did that with It. It was also very scary, but also very funny. However, the only problem with the whole remake idea is that it's going to be a Disney TV movie. Yeah. Even though this movie was originally going to be a straight-to-TV movie, but I guess they decided to make it a theatrical release, so yeah. But I don't know if you could do this as a Disney Channel straight-to-TV movie. You would have to make this theatrical, and you would have to make it like Shaun of the Dead. I think that'd be the perfect way to do it. Another thing that's praiseworthy in the film is Thackeray Binks' visual effects, like how they did the cat. Like, originally, I thought it was just all CGI, but apparently I found out that they used a real cat most of the time, even when the shots where he's talking. However, they just CGI'd the face. That was really clever. I didn't catch on to that. And even though this movie has a lot of problems, like, it still is a movie I watch every Halloween. It's so strange. And even though, like I said, A Christmas Story is a way better movie in my opinion, I mean, you know, I can't deny that Hocus Pocus has become a staple of Halloween. In the end, I think I can probably say there are more good things in this movie than bad. This movie is in good spirit. It can get pretty funny, and it does have a lot of heart, especially at the end. Yeah, it has its problems, but however, I still think you might have a good time with Hocus Pocus, as did I, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. Like I said, not a great movie, it's an okay film, but really it has become somewhat of a staple of the Halloween movie season. So, what do you think of Hocus Pocus? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a like, share the video so we can get the channel circulated, and if you want to see more, click this, which is